Welcome everyone to another evening of Miami Trace Panther basketball. Tonight, Division III high school basketball boys tournament action here from Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium at the campus of Miami Trace, where the Panthers tonight will be taking on FAC foe Chillicothe Cavaliers for the third time this season. Chillicothe coming off a victory Tuesday night at home against Thornville Sheridan in the first round of the tournament, where they defeated the Sheridan Generals 66-29. That game was pretty well done in the first quarter. Chillicothe come out blazing, and Sheridan had no answer at all throughout the evening. Chillicothe was up 30 all the second half, most of the second quarter.
It just hurts my feelings for Sheridan so bad.
I'm sure it does. Earlier in the season, I said these two teams met home and home since they are in the FAC together. The first game here at Miami Trace, the Panthers win that ball game 56-47. And on January 24th at Chillicothe, Trace pulls out a 54-52 victory at Chillicothe. After trailing most of that game, Trace was able to come back late and get ahead and finish that game with a victory. Of course, that game was coached by Coach Southward, assistant coach, as Coach Ackley was not in attendance for that ball game.
And that's one that sort of scares me about, Trace doesn't want to get behind quickly early in this game, I don't think.
No, not in a tournament game. You don't.
No, tournament game, you don't want to come out and be down 12-2 because of boom, some hot hitting, and it's like, no, let's come out ahead.
Chillicothe is led by Caden Cox, who was named first team All-FAC today, and Cooper Stone King, who was part of the honorable mention FAC. The Panthers had some players, of course, on that first team as well. Adam Guthrie getting the Player of the Year in the FAC. And first team honors also going to Sky Salyers, Trey Robinette, with special mention honors going to freshman Gage Bowers. So
yes, and he deserves that, I tell you. For a freshman, you would, if anybody walked in this gym and just started watching this team, nobody would say, "Oh, he's a good freshman." He looks much more mature and plays much more mature than a freshman.
Yeah, right out of the box. Of course, he's played a lot of ball, a lot of AAU ball, so nothing really scares him. No, he's not intimidated at all. The stage is not too big for him, and he's done a very, very good job leading this team on the offensive side, getting the ball rolling. Tonight, we got 3:30 left here in the pregame warm-ups. Then we'll have the national anthem starting lineups. Starting tonight for the Chillicothe Cavaliers, number 3, Juan Miller. Juan Miller is a 5'10 senior. Number 11, Caden Cox. He is a 6'3 sophomore. Number 12, Andrew Hammond. He's a 6'4 sophomore. Number 13, Cooper Stone King. He's a 6'2 junior. And 23, Cam Badger. He is a 6'3 senior.
So a lot of 6'2", 6'3 guys right there.
Yeah, they're pretty long, athletic. Starting for the Panthers tonight.
Like me.
Number 4, Gage Bowers, 6-foot freshman. Number 5, Julian Baker, 6'3 sophomore. 22, Sky Salyers, 6'4 senior. 23, Trey Robinette, 6'4 senior. And 33, your 6'7" junior, Adam Guthrie. So as the flag drops, we'll take a moment for the national anthem. Then the PA announcer will address the starting lineups. And then we'll get this Division III Southeastern District boys basketball game underway. We appreciate you joining us tonight.
They have to move the camera. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Good luck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a member school of the Ohio Basketball Athletic Association, Miami Trace High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Chillicothe High School and Miami Trace High School. Father America, we ask that you please stand or remain standing and join in the playing of our national anthem.
I'm going to move that. I got a feeling it's going to be there all night. Dude, if you moved over, they're not going to stay down. They're going to stand the whole game. I'd move it down that corner.
They won't sit down.
I'll sit him down. to the other side over there.
They'll show you your ring finger is what they're going to show you.
Tell them to throw you out. I'm going to tell them, you're going to lose anyway, so just sit there.
I think they swallowed it up.
With the win on Tuesday night, Chillicothe's record now stands at 12-11 on the season. They finished 6-4 in the FAC. That was good enough for a third place finish.
So they only played 2 games outside the FAC?
No, they're 12-11.
10, 12, I'm sorry.
I think they're in Canada.
For those of you who don't know anything about Chillicothe,
They're saying, who cares?
Caden Cox is a slasher. He likes to get to the rim off the dribble. And Cooper Stone King is in range as soon as he steps on the floor.
Yeah.
He can shoot it from anywhere and at any time.
Number 13. It's the loudest it's ever been in here this year.
Whose basket is this to begin with?
Why'd you buy it? Did you buy it?
I was just going to say, okay, we're not showing it in Chillicothe basket.
That's that one down there.
Caden Cox.
The parents are going to get pissed off if they keep standing.
They'll stand there the whole game.
Sky Sayers will do the jump. Tip ball won by the Panthers. Bowers with it on top.
Back like you're on radio.
Chillicothe in his zone. Over, back on top to Sayers. Cross court pass to Bowers. He dribbles back inside, gets it one cross court in the corner to Sayers for three. Got
Wish.
it.
So wish.
That'll sit him down.
Trace comes out and man. Bowers on top with Miller.
They keep caving in.
Stolen ball by Robinette. Goes in for the layup and got it.
And my grandson would have slammed that thing.
He wasn't fully in control of the ball, so he wanted to make sure he just got it in. Handoff off top to Miller. Gets it over to Cox. Guarded by Sayers. Back to Badger. Miller, right side. Back on top to Stone King. He's been heavily guarded by Baker. He drives inside. That's
thrown away.
Blocked away by Guthrie. Picked up by Miller. Up on top. Three ball for Badger. Got it. Chillicothe now extending their pressure from the zone. Trace breaks it, gets it to the wing to Salyers. Back on top to Bowers. He cuts it middle. Pass off to Robinette to the corner. Back to Baker. On top to Bowers. Inside to Guthrie. 3-ball. Salyers again. Got it.
Boom!
8-3. Miller ball on top. Guarded by Bowers. Gets it left wing to Cox. Guarded by Salyers. On top to Badger. Another 3-ball for him. Short off
Almost
front of the rim.
ball.
Run down by Salyers. Got pushed, no call. Bowers long up for past Baker. He drives inside, up off the glass and in.
Yeah, if he'd have traveled, they'd have called the foul. Since he didn't travel, they let it go.
10-3, Trace starting off. Another almost steal by Salyers. Cox gets it, picked up by Bowers. Back on top to Miller. They're going to get a switch back. Trace is back in defense now. Overhand off to Stone King. Oh, no.
Oh, stupid foul.
That's
stupid
Hammond.
Foul.
First foul on Robinette. Team's first at the 5:25 mark. Trace up 10-3. Miller to inbound. He gets it to Badger. Left wing drives baseline. Going to get a hip check on Guthrie. That's Trace's second foul. Guthrie's first.
For those are seeing nothing but blue on their screen, that's the other team has engulfed their fan section or cheering section, has engulfed our camera.
Badger hands off to Cox. He's going to set. He's at the top. Left side of the floor. Going to get a high screen from Badger.
Oh,
double screen. Tipped away by Baker. Now back to Badger for another jump shot. Short. Rebound Baker. He gets it up to Bowers. Left seam knocked away. Going to get a Cox on a layup. Up and in for turnover. Trace leads to a layup for Chillicothe.
Lazy's pass.
Bowers to Robinette. Gets it to Guthrie. Back to Robinette. On top to Bowers. They'll reset 4:40. Salyers back to Bowers. Corner to Robinette. He drives. Up. Going to get a blocking foul. Robinette will go to the line.
23.
Foul's on Badger. His first, team's first. Carte Liggins getting ready to check in for Chillicothe. Robinette sinks the first one. He's checking in for Cam Badger. That makes Chillicothe a little smaller on the floor. Robinette second shot.
Short.
That's short. Rebound Guthrie. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound Cox. He pushes ahead. 2-on-2 fast break, pulls up in the middle of the paint, no good. Rebound comes down to Salyers. Loses control of it. He gets it to Bowers. Semi-fast break. Over to Salyers. To Baker. Wing to Robinette for three. He got it.
14-5 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Bowers, guarding Miller. Gets it to Ligon. He drives on Guthrie. Goes up, no good. Rebound high up for Bowers. They're pushing. Right side. Bowers drives left, kicks it over to Salyers. He drives middle, gets inside the paint. Up, no good. Rebounds tipped around, comes down to Miller. He gets by Bowers. Up off the glass, no good. Tipped away, rebound comes down to Bowers. He clears the timeline, gets it to the right side to Salyers off his foot, picks it up, kicks it back out. Bowers will control. Over to Robinette.
We saw a lot of that last night. Balls off shoes and shins.
With Badger off the floor, Cox is now guarding Guthrie, so that's and now Ligon, that's like a 6-inch size difference. Robinette corner for three, got another one.
Got another one.
Timeout, Chillicothe.
Chillicothe, 17-5. 3 minutes to go.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing you there.
Tell her to turn around, smile, and wave at the camera.
I'll change it maybe like between quarters or so. They're starting to break up. They're not going to stand up there when they're getting their asses handed to them like this.
High school kids, stupid.
Start after this timeout, 17-5, just under 3. Miller with the ball on top, guarded by Bowers. Trey still in man. Baker still face guarding Stone King.
He's traveling, I thought.
Liggett to Cox. He drives middle, left side, picks up his dribble, gets it to Stone King. The floater, got it.
Just as Adam was starting to come out on him, he just took it up and floated it toward the basket, and it went in.
17-7, 2:30 on the clock. Robinette with the ball up top, gives it to Bowers. Middle of the floor, right of the circle. He drives right, picks up his dribble on the wing, gets it to Robinette in the corner. He drives into Baker. 3-ball, Bowers, no good. Rebound, run down by Baker, knocks it off the
Good job hustle by Baker. 2 guys going for the ball for the blue, and he hustled between them, knocked the ball off of them out of bounds.
So
good hustle.
It'll be Trace ball in the corner. Noah Netter checking in for the Cavaliers for Andrew Hammond. Noah Netter is a 6'6 sophomore. Bowers inbounding, gets it to Guthrie. He hands it right back to Bowers. He brings it on top. Swings it around to Robinette in the corner to Salyers for a 3. Got it!
Wish!
3 threes for Salyers in this first quarter. 2 for Robinette.
20-7.
Cox gets it over to Miller. Left side, he dribbles right. High screen, he takes it inside. Knocked away, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Chillicothe ball off Bowers.
Thought it fell down off him when it went out, but didn't have a good angle.
Double screen for Stone King. Miller looking to throw it in. Finally lobs it in the Liggett. Fakes the handoff, gets inside, up and good. Nice roll, nice move by Cartier Liggett. 29, 140 remaining here in the first.
11-point.
Bowers with the ball, gets it to right side to Salyers. Back on top to Robinette. Picks his dribble up, gets it left wing to Bowers. Back on top to Salyers for 3. He's feeling it. Got another one.
He is feeling it, man. 23-19. 23-9, excuse me.
Cox with the ball, gets to Miller, left side.
14-point game right now.
High screen.
That's 2 touchdowns.
Picks up his dribble, back to Liggett. Guarded by Robinette. He gets it to Cox. Illegal screen.
Yeah, he's done that a few times. Leans out to get the ball. A while ago, he did it, and the guy missed him. And this time he didn't miss him, and he got called.
Cartier Liggett with his first foul, team second. 23-9 at the 105 mark. Chillicothe in him, over to Baker. He drives inside to Guthrie. Nice pass by Baker. 2 points, Guthrie.
Baker drove. They thought he was going, and the next thing you know, he drops it off to Adam. Even surprised Adam a little bit
Miller
there.
gets the ball in to Netter. Knocked away and stolen by Bowers. Bowers up the court, gets across the timeline, splits him, gets it into Baker. Spin, up. Going to get Baker for a travel. 25-9, 32.9 remaining here in the first. Cade Whitaker checks in for Guthrie. Miller brings it down, 25 seconds on the clock. He gets it to Badger, who's checked back in. He's guarded by Whitaker. He drives middle, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Cox. He'll shoot it from there if you don't watch him. There it is, 3-ball left-hander, got it. Going to give him a 2 for that.
11-25, still got that 2-touchdown lead right now.
Robinette drives middle, kicks it out to Salyers. Gets it knocked away, picks it up.
Oh, he got grabbed. Okay, nothing. Thought he got his arm grabbed when he couldn't extend.
As time runs off here in the first, 25-11, Miami Trace.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Hello, Troy Bach at Car Express. Want to wish Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse best of luck. Thank you for supporting local businesses. You can check us out online at Car Express at CarXpressWCH.com. We're at 321 South Elm Street, Washington Courthouse. Stop in or apply online.
And the blue wall is still there.
Okay, we're going to start this second quarter. It'll be Chillicothe ball on the floor for Chillicothe. Stone King, Badger, Ligon, Miller, and Cox. For the Panthers, Bowers, Salyer, Whitaker, Robinette, Baker. Miller with the ball, dribbling left side, gets a high screen from Badger, backs it back out. Back to Stone King.
He traveled.
A lot of room. He hit the floor before he shot it. No call. Double rebound. It'll be Trace ball on the held ball.
He traveled before he went. He jumped, came down.
Then
That's
shot.
A travel and then shot.
Little full court pressure here from Chillicothe. Robinette gets it up to Whitaker. Back to Bowers. Top. He'll set it up. Chillicothe in man defense now. Trace with the ball, willing to work it around. Robinette over to Whitaker in the left corner. He brings it back on top. Gets it to Robinette, top of the circle. He spins, guarded by Ligon. Gets it to Baker, right wing. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Robinette. He dribbles right, picks up his dribble, gets it to Salyers left wing, right wing. He dribbles left, gets it to Whitaker. Left wing, back on top to Bowers, top of the circle.
The less time they have with the ball,
Salyers,
the less they have a chance
over to Robinette, corner to Whitaker. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Robinette. He drives, he's fouled, no call. Robinette picks up the loose ball. Baker picks up the loose ball and gets it in.
Baker put that in. 27-11, 16 points.
Miller over to Cox, right side. Guarded by Sire. Corner to Miller with Bowers. Fakes, gets by Bowers, pulls up, short and in. Robinette brings the ball down, guarded by Cox. Top of the circle. Spin, gets it to the right side, drives, kicks it. Tried to kick it over to Whitaker, he zigged.
Salyers on the other side saying, throw me the ball, I'm hot, give it to me.
Turnover Trace, 27-13 at 6:15 mark.
14, 2-touchdown lead at this point. Adam getting ready to come back in.
Ball on top, driving right, picked up by Whitaker. Pass inside the Ligon, tries to go over top Robinette, no good, tipped back. Stone King picks up the loose ball, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Cox. He drives baseline, up short, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Salyers. He gets it to Bowers. They push it up, over to Robinette. Left wing, tipped out of bounds.
He just lost it.
Yep. 2 possessions, 2 straight turnovers for the Panthers. Hammond checking in for Stone King. Guthrie rechecks for Whitaker. Miller brings it down, gets to the right side, over to Cox. Right wing, guarded by Salyers. Dribbles back at the top of the key. The bounce pass in the leg, try to get a handoff. No good. He spins and moves. Picked up by Guthrie. Kicks it back out to Miller. High screen from Badger. He gets in the paint. Gets it to Hammond. Ball's tipped around. Picked up by Robinette. Gets it to Salyers. Bowers will bring it over and set for the Panthers. Right wing to Robinette. Handoff Bowers. Back to Baker. On
Down
the
to
left
5
wing.
minutes.
Baker drives. Nobody's guarding him. Knocked out of bounds off Baker.
Yep, hit him out of bounds. So he was standing out of bounds when the ball came down. 27-13. Here comes Whitaker back in.
Checking in for Baker. 3 minutes gone in this second quarter. Both teams have scored 2 points. Miller brings it across the timeline, going to get a screen from Liggett. He drives inside, goes in, knocked away by Bowers. He picks it back up, picks up his dribble. Liggett picks up his dribble over to Badger, guarded by Robinette on top to Cox.
These guys aren't paying attention.
Going to get a high screen.
Coach is screaming, drive into the hole, and they're
pull up
all
jumper from Cox, no good. Rebound comes down long to Liggett. He gets it back to Cox. They'll reset. Badger drives on Whitaker. Spin inside the paint. Gives up. And no good. They're going to get Whitaker with a foul.
You may not be able to find that when you go up there. You got to go through the
That's
woods.
Whitaker's first. Team's first of the quarter. Badger will go to the line, shoot two. 27-13, 4:21 on the clock.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Up and in for Badger after it hit darn near everything up there. Baker checks back in for Whitaker. Second shot for Badger. That one's good. 27-15. Trace with the lead. Into Guthrie. Gets it back on top to Bowers. He'll set the offense up from there. Bowers dribbles left. He'll come back. Come back right. A lot of handsy. Over to Robinette. Gets into the paint. Up. No good. Rebound down to Baker. Hops over one player with the bounce
Baker
and goes
is
in.
hustling tonight.
Just stepped over the player on the ground.
He just stepped over.
Bounced it right off of him and went up. Stone King with the ball, who's just re-entered. He gets to Cox. Liggett in the corner, guarded by Guthrie. He tries to drive, gets underneath the basket, kicks it out, stolen by Robinette. Robinette over to Salyers. Over to Baker. He gets it to Guthrie. Kicks it out to Salyers for three. Got it!
He hit it! I don't think he's missed one tonight, has he? 32-15.
That's
17-point lead.
3-ball number 5.
Now
for
we're at
Salyers.
2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Baker on top, guarding Stone King.
Field goal.
Gets it to Cox, left wing, guarded by Salyers. He drives, gets right into Adam Guthrie, goes right over top of him. Ball comes down to Badger, gets it to Hammond. He goes off the glass for 2.
Back to 15.
Robinette gets it to Bowers. 32-17, back to Salyers for another 3. That one's off.
That's the first miss I think he's had tonight.
Baker runs around, and that's going to be out of bounds off Hammond. Another hustle move from Baker.
.230 till halftime, 32-17.
Miller checks in for Chillicothe. He checks in for Badger. Bowers will be the trigger on the inbound. Lobs it to Guthrie. Spin move under the basket. Up, no good.
Should be theirs.
Out of bounds off Guthrie. Got to hit that off the glass, and it's automatic. Miller over to Hammond. Stuck inside the Cox. They get up off the glass and in. Robinette with the ball, right side, gets it back to Bowers, over to Salyers, right wing, middle to Guthrie. Over to Robinette, left wing, back to Bowers. Inside to Guthrie, at the block, right side, one dribble, spin move, block. I'm going to get Cox with the foul. .148 remaining here in the second. That's Cox's first foul, team's first, 32-19 with Guthrie at the line.
Short, got to get it up. Need this, get to a 2-touchdown lead again.
Second shot for Guthrie.
And it is. 33-19, 14 points, a.k.a. 2 touchdowns.
Miller, Cox to Miller. Miller driving right side, gives it to Hammond, guarded by Robinette. He drives middle, gets into the paint, picks up his dribble. Back out to Ligon for three. Got it. He's got 7 on the night so far. Robinette brings it across the timeline, left side, over to Bowers. He dribbles back left, pulls up the dribble, gets it to Guthrie at the free throw line, back to Salyers. Robinette, top of the key, top circle, left side of it. Guarded by Hammond. 1:06 remaining on the clock. Missed Baker, he had a layup.
Right at 1 minute.
Bowers, back to Baker from Guthrie. He drives left, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Robinette. 48, they get it into Guthrie. Tipped around, back to Bowers, they'll reset. 40 seconds remaining here in the half. Inside to Guthrie. Fake handoff, nothing. One dribble, 2 dribbles, backs it in, spin move, up off the glass and count it.
Yeah, came down on top of him. He went up, referee called a foul, so that's 2 points plus a foul shot.
Badger will check in for Cox. 31.8 left on the clock. That's his second foul. Don't want him to pick up a third here with the last 31 ticks of this game, or the second half, or for the first half.
I knew I'd think of it.
Guthrie misses the rebound. Robinette gets it back on top to Bowers.
25 seconds. They may run this down to 1 shot now.
Guthrie to Baker. He dribbles left, picks up his dribble back to Robinette. 17 on the clock. Chillicothe picks up the pressure. He gets it to Guthrie at the top of the key. Back to Bowers. 10 seconds. Back to Guthrie. Backdoor cut to Robinette. High off the glass, no good. Rebound Badger. 3 seconds. 2 long half-court shot, short.
Way short.
Halftime score, Miami Trace 35, Chillicothe 22.
13 points.
I'm sure someone's already told you, but did you know that that camera is completely blocked?
Yeah, but they did it in the second half. They're not going to be able to see them lose.
Right, exactly. Austin texted me and he was like, "Don't tell Sean that his camera's blocked." I figured. Yeah, I was like, I'm sure about 800 people have texted you.
Second half, they'll be at this end. Let them block it.
Be fine. And no big deal.
Yep. Okay, Back in Time Flower and Gift Shop. Great dreams are in store at Back in Time Flowers and Gift Shop. Back in Time has moved to the country. We have purchased a little over 2.5 acres with a house and various outbuildings. We have renovated the house and are cleaning up the property. Just wait what we have in store for you. We promise it will be worth the drive. Gourmet chocolates, fine wines, many gifts at 3149 Bloomingsburg, New Holland Road, Northeast, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 741-335-0003. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, we can see over there now.
Hey everyone, Rick Phillips here. Warm weather's just around the corner. Get with BT Directional Drilling LLC for any underground or excavation needs. We can install water lines, sewers, electrical lines, or any other utilities. Call or text Colton Hughes at 740-572-7757. That's BT Directional Drilling.
Yeah, it should put a sign with it when you put a camera over there. Do not block camera.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Allstate Insurance, Brian Pettit. Fayette Financial, 740-239-5229. Columbus Avenue, right behind Rusty Keg.
What are these guys doing? I think they're doing their own little production over there. They're standing in front of our camera, and then they were talking into something. So I took them off the air.
They left as soon as you took them off the air. I think they saw the light go out. And they picked it up.
All right, talk about tomorrow, Joe.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I knew it. Tomorrow, OAC Women's College Basketball, Heidelberg versus Wilmington. Then it'll be OAC Men's Basketball, Heidelberg versus Wilmington at 3 o'clock, or it's right after the women's game, which starts at 1. So come to Wilmington College tomorrow, watch some great basketball. If you can't come, watch Campus Nation, and we'll have the games for you. Great games at Wilmington College.
Cassidy Lovett's final game
Cassidy
as
Lovett's
a college
that's
basketball
right,
player.
because they're not going to make it to the tournament. This will be their final basketball game. So come see Cassidy Lovett at Wilmington College play tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
The winner of this contest here tonight will play on the 25th at Logan High School against the winner of the Vincent Warren Marietta game, which is being played right now at Vincent Warren High School. Again, that game will be at 7 o'clock on the 25th at Logan High School.
Well, if I turn the light back.
At halftime right now, for Chillicothe, scoring-wise, Juan Miller has 2 points, Caden Cox with 4, Andrew Hammond with 2, Cooper Stone King with 2, Cam Badger with 5, and Carte Ligon off the bench with 7. For the Panthers tonight in that first half, Julian Baker has 6, Trey Robinette with 9, Adam Guthrie with 5, and Sky Salyers with 5 3-balls in that first half for his total of 15. Well, your halftime score, 35-22. 2 minutes left in the halftime. As far as foul trouble goes, no one in real foul trouble. Caden Cox for Chillicothe, he has 2. Cam Badger with 1, Carte Ligon with 1. For the Panthers, Cade Whitaker, Trey Robinette, Adam Guthrie, all with 1 foul in that first half. So that's the game set as we have a minute and a half left to get this second half of this ball game started. Again, we apologize for the one end of the floor. Our camera has been engulfed by the Chillicothe student section. Starting out the half, it will be Chillicothe's possession.
You know, somebody was standing there, I couldn't see around them, and now it looks like it is this way. Remember, they had the jump ball, then we had a jump ball like 4 seconds later. Got it right back. I don't think they had one since.
Miller, Stone King, Badger, Cox, and Ligon starting the second half for Chillicothe.
This is what they're going to see the second
It'll
half.
be Baker, Guthrie, Salyers, Bowers, and Robinette starting the third period for the Panthers. Chillicothe ball. Trace looks to stay in the man defense. Baker already ready to get guarded. His duty's on Stone King. He's still face guarding him. Miller on top. Bowers letting him have plenty of room. Chillicothe trying to set up double screens. They switch. Miller gets inside, picked up by Robinette. Bounce past to Cox. He's inside, goes up. Left hand no good. Rebound tipped around. Comes down to Cox after all that. Knocked away, picked up by Baker. He gets it to Bowers. He'll slow it down.
Way to stop before he got to the timeline.
Over to Salyers. He drives baseline, picks up his dribble, gets it to Guthrie. One dribble, backs it in. Up, and fouled and in. Tried to get a flop there, an easy call. The referee wasn't buying it.
I mean, he's standing right there. He can see Guthrie didn't slam into him. And he just smiled at him like, no, you're not getting that. Sorry about that.
Foul was on Miller, his first. Count the bucket. Guthrie at the line where he is currently 1 for 3. Got that one.
2 for 4. Yeah, We got a little tiny table here, and I keep leaning down on the table, but covering up Sean's scorebook.
Miller on top, guarded by Bowers, who's standing at the three-point line. He's a good 7 feet away from him. They're trying to get Ligon free. He does. He's got a wide open three. They're going to let him shoot it. No good. Rebound bounces around. Tipped in by Cox.
He didn't shoot it. It was reaching for a rebound, and this happened to go in.
Chillicothe picks up pressure. They get it to Guthrie. Back door to Baker. Gets it out to Bowers. He got a three ball up. No good. Rebound down to Miller. Bounces around. Stolen by Adam Guthrie and in.
40-24. 16-point lead. Blocked
by Robinette. Guthrie.
He just took that right off of him, man. Zoom.
Guthrie, who had 5 points in that first half, has 5 points in this first minute and a half of this third quarter.
We're sorry for you Chillicothe fans trying to watch this at your
Lob
end,
out to
but
Ligon.
Your fans are the ones standing in front of the camera.
Drives inside.
Going to call a foul on Adam.
It's almost like he was waiting to call that. I mean, he blew the whistle before the bump occurred.
Adam's like, what I do, you know.
That's Adam's second foul. First team foul of the quarter. Miller throws it in to Stone King. He's guarded by Salyers. Gets it back to Ligon. He drives middle. Goes in. Blocked by Guthrie. Out of bounds.
You're not going anywhere going against it. I think they're trying to draw fouls, but I think they're saying, hey, charge against him. Let's get a foul. Adam's just playing good defense, straight up.
40-24, 6:08 here in the third.
And the refs have been doing a good job of saying, we're not going to give you a foul. You're going to earn it.
Lob out top to Ligon. Gets it to Cox. He's guarded by Baker after the switch. Robinette got switched up on Stone King. Cox gets it knocked away by Bowers, picked up by Guthrie. Back to Guthrie. Back to Bowers. He gets it to Salyers. Right wing back on top to Bowers. Guarded by Miller. Gets it to Robinette in the corner. Knocked away, picked up by Cox. Gets it to Badger. Steps through.
Oh, I thought he did a good job of knocking that ball loose. They're going to call a foul on Salyers. Sorry, got my throat caught. Couldn't get it out.
That's Guy's first foul. Team second of the quarter. Badger at the line.
First one good.
Second shot for Badger.
Way short.
Front wind. Not knocked out. Going to save. Oh!
Hit him.
Badger threw it off of Salyers, and it bounced right into Stone King's hands, who just happened to be standing out of bounds. It'll be Trace ball.
So you do something right that ends up wrong, so to speak.
Hammond checks in for Ligon. Get the inbound pass to Baker. He gets it to Bowers. They jump two at him. He gets it cleared to Robinette. Over to Guthrie. He takes one dribble. Inside to Salyers. Block. Picked up by Robinette.
They're saying he was out of bounds. Salyers was on the ground out of bounds. Robinette was stepping over him and said, nope, you're out of bounds.
40-25, 5:16 on the clock. Miller brings it across the timeline.
15-point difference.
Guarded by Bowers. He gets it to Cox, left side. He drives. He's going to cut an offensive foul off Cox.
He put that shoulder right into Salyers' nose, and the referee said, nope, can't do that.
Elbow to the nose will pick up Cox's third foul.
The referee, coach goes, what did he do? And he goes, took his elbow, put it right
Robinette
into his
gets
nose.
it to Baker. He up court. Passed away, knocked away, gets it to Badger. Stolen,
That's all right.
Out of bounds off
They
foul.
didn't let him get the easy layup there. Make him earn it. The more clock they have to use, the harder it hurts them.
Trace had a wide open player underneath the basket. Nobody saw him.
Well, they tried right there at the end. That's when it got knocked away. They were trying to flip it down to him.
Inbound to Cox, caught it by Robinette. Stop, shot, hit nothing. Picked up by Salyers. The Bowers back to Salyers. He'll clear the timeline. Over to Baker. Got loose off the glass, no good. Rebound to Guthrie, and he sticks it back in. 30-second timeout, Miami Trace.
17-point lead.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house.
Miller brings
Whether
the
you're
ball
dining
down
solo,
left side,
with
picked up
family,
by Bowers.
or
High
hanging out
screen
with
from
friends,
Netter.
we have something to satisfy every
Picks up his dribble,
craving.
gets it in the Netter.
That's the
He
Rusty
goes right at
Pig in
Guthrie,
Washington
short.
Courthouse.
Rebound,
The
Whitaker.
best fries in town.
Checked in. Back to Whitaker from Bowers. He clears the timeline, picks up the dribble, gets it to Bowers. They'll reset from there. Cross court to Robinette. Left side, back to Bowers. Top of the circle, right side, back to Robinette. Trying to use some clock, get a good shot here. Going to get a handoff to Baker. One dribble, back to Bowers. Knocked out of bounds from Stone King.
Well,
It'll be Trace ball on the side.
He was back just waiting for that pass to go.
Baker will inbound. Cox stands in front of him. Inside to Guthrie. Bounce pass to Bowers. Up off the glass and in. Nice play right there off the inbound.
19-point lead.
Miller drives middle. Loses
and he
the
loses
ball
the ball.
off his leg. It'll be Trace ball. Turnover, Chillicothe.
That's what happens when you get behind like that. You try to do too much. You try to do more than what your body's capable of doing.
Badger checks in for Miller.
Well, Ben hasn't already lost his voice. He's going to be.
Robinette triggers into Baker. Back to Robinette. Lob pass to Baker. He glitz it clear. Freed up. Back to Guthrie. Nice pass. Baker. Back to Baker. Off the glass.
In the basket. 21-point lead.
Cox brings it across the timeline. Picked up by Robinette. Gets it inside the Netter. Back pass to Cox. Oh. He's going to get fouled by Robinette. Nice back cut by Cox. Nice feed. He'll go to the line and shoot two with the foul off Robinette.
When I went, ooh, that wasn't because, the call. It was because of what he did. It's like, ooh, don't do that.
That's Robinette's second foul. Team's third of the quarter, 3:25.
Got the first one for trying to jump and then reach around a guy a while ago. Just put your hand up. Don't try to slam it down on top of him to block the shot.
First shot by Cox is good. Salyers checks in for Robinette. 46-26. Second shot from Cox is up. Back rim, rebound down to Badger. One dribble, kicks it out to Stone King. He'll shoot that all day. No good. Rebound, tipped around, finally down by Guthrie. Long pass up from Whitaker to Whitaker. Back to Salyers. Fake pass, no good.
Great job. Whitaker did a good
Stone
job
King.
of faking that and passing it off, and then missed the shot. Oh, we got a player down.
Netter holding his ankle.
Twist probably turned it, trying to turn to come up the floor.
Nice play on the other end. Just didn't get the finish that they wanted in the transaction. Netter twists an ankle. He hobbles off.
3 minutes, 7 seconds left in the third quarter, leading by 20.
Stone King back to Ligon. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Hammond. Back to Cox, guarded by Baker. On top to Badger. Steps up, drives left, spin move. He gets in the middle. Pass to Ligon inside. Nice play.
Nice play. Nice play.
Whitaker with the ball. Gets it to Bowers. Up front to Baker. Cross-court pass to Salyers. Back on top to Bowers. Over to Baker, left corner. Cross-court to Salyers. Risky pass there.
Yeah, it was.
Over the corner to Whitaker. Dribbles, gets it back to Bowers. Lob pass to Salyers, right wing, inside to Guthrie. He's hit from the back. That'll be Badger. His second.
That was a clip in football right there.
Miller checks in for Hammond.
2:19 left to go in this quarter.
That's Chillicothe's third foul of the quarter. Bowers to inbound, gets it to Salyers, left off the, no good. Rebound down to Cox. He hurries it up the floor. Going to go all the way up off the glass and in.
Is that a Whitaker?
I think that was on Salyers, I believe. 21.
That's Whitaker, that's what I thought.
Yep.
He's the one that tried to block it down.
That's Cade's second foul. Robinette will check back in for him. 46-30, 2:10 in the third remaining. That was Trace's fourth foul of the quarter. Cox at the line.
16-point lead at this time. And that makes it a 15-point lead.
First one is good. Going to get a timeout from Chillicothe. It'll be a full timeout.
What was the lead at halftime?
Hello, Troy Bach at Car Express. Want to wish Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse best of luck. Thank you for supporting local businesses. You can check us out online at Car Express at CarXpressWCH.com. We're at 321 South Elm Street in Washington Courthouse. Stop in or apply online.
Hey everyone, Rick Phillips here. Warm weather's just around the corner. Get with BT Directional Drilling LLC for any underground or excavation needs. We can install water lines, sewer lines, electrical lines, or any other utilities. Call or text Colton Hughes at 740-572-7757. That's BT Directional Drilling.
And we're back.
46-31, 2:10 remaining. Cox has one free throw here left after the foul. We said Trace with 4 fouls this quarter. Chillicothe with 3. Oh, that's right. It was an and one, wasn't it? So it'll be Robinette to inbound. He gets the Bowers in the corner. Spin move, picked up by Miller. Going to double team, gets it through, gets it to Salyers, right wing, back on top to Bowers. Robinette left wing, picks up his dribble, back to Bowers, inside to Guthrie at the elbow.
He brings that ball up like a senior.
Lob pass to Bowers. Spins, gets it to Guthrie. Inside to Baker, nobody on him.
No.
Layup.
He went to dribble and he goes, whoa, I'll just jump and put it in.
Knocked out away, Cox picks it up. Gets it into the corner to Liggett. He drives, picked up his dribble, kicks it back out to Cox for 3, and that one's good.
Back to
Cox
14.
has 13.
14-point lead. We had a 13-point lead at halftime.
Robinette inbounds it to Bowers. He clears. Lob pass into Guthrie. One dribble up off the glass and good.
Good. Back up to a 16-point lead.
110 here in this third.
That's what I was going to say.
Miller gets it to the paint, kicks it back out to Badger. He drives, kicks it to Ligon. They're going to let him shoot that. It's good.
Can't let these wide open shots keep going, guys.
Robinette gets the ball, crosses the line, picks up, gets it to Baker, back to Robinette. He drives baseline, gets it, knocks it, throws it out of bounds. It'll be turnover Trace. That was blocked there by the Chillicothe coach. Couldn't see what happened until late. 50-37, 45 seconds remaining. Miller picks it up, gets it to the corner to Ligon. He takes 2 dribbles, drives to the middle, picks up his dribble, gets it to Badger, back to Cox. He drives left, double teamed, now picks it back up, gets it inside, knocked away by Baker. He gets it, spin move, no good. Rebound Guthrie. 23 seconds remaining, up to Baker. Baker picks up his dribble, cross court to Bowers. Inside to Guthrie, out to Salyers for 3, short. Rebound down to Chillicothe, 10 seconds remaining. Step through, gets knocked away off his leg. It'll be Trace Ball with 4.3 left.
He jumped up, lost the ball on his own. Nobody tried to block it or anything. It just slipped out of his hands, went down, hit his knee, and went out of bounds.
Long pass to Guthrie, up and in, got it.
Adam gave him the signal over my head, and they threw the touchdown pass.
Well, when you got your quarterback throwing it in, it helps. 52-37.
I haven't seen Guthrie go out for a touchdown pass before, but. Back in time, Flower and Gift. Great dreams are in store at Back in Time. Back in Time has moved to the country. We have purchased a little over 2 acres of land with a house and various outbuildings. We have renovated the house and are cleaning up the property. Just wait and see what we have in store for you. We promise it will be worth the drive. Gourmet chocolates, wine, gifts. 3149 Bloomingburg, New Holland Road Northeast, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 741-335-0003. Back in Time Flower and Gifts. You know, these refs are doing a great job of not overreacting to things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
One guy flopped down a while ago, and he looked down at the guy and just went like, get up.
Guthrie with 11 in that third quarter. Trace Ball to start the fourth, up 52-37. Robinette inbounds to Baker, guarded by Ligon. He's going to get tripped.
Now, if you step on his foot, there's no foul.
Right.
Now, if he puts his foot in front of yours, you trip over it, that's a foul.
That's his second, team's first. Baker will inbound.
Yeah, he threw a bad pass. He's going to take it back.
Gets it inbound to Robinette. He gets it back to Baker. Back to Robinette. Ooh. Almost stolen away by Badger. Corner to Bowers. He drives baseline. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Guthrie. Folding around. Finally grabs a hold of it. Looking for somebody to give it to. Finally Bowers comes around and gets it. Over to Salyers' right side. Cross corner to Robinette. He drives baseline. Bounce pass to Guthrie. Gets knocked away. It'll be Chillicothe ball. Slipped out of Guthrie's hands. Nice pass. Good play. Yep. Just slipped out. 52-37. Half a minute gone.
Still 15-point lead.
Miller brings it down.
We gained 2 points
get a
that
screen
quarter.
From Badger. Back to Stone King. Long three. Short,
way short.
And that'll go out of bounds. It'll be Trace Ball.
It was 13 points at halftime, 15-point lead at the end of 30 quarters. So they've got 15 points to make up in 1 quarter.
Robinette gets it into Bowers. Chillicothe with man pressure. Bowers clears. Gets it cross court to Salyers. He'll pull it back out. Good call there. Knocked away. Picked up by Bowers. Lob pass to Salyers, knocked away again. It'll be Trace ball.
I saved you. You're welcome.
3 straight lackadaisical passes by the Panthers right there. They got to put more to it, and the person that they're throwing it to's got to step to the ball instead of waiting for it to come.
Right. They're waiting on that pass instead of going getting it.
Baker to inbound.
Ooh, that's a dangerous pass right there.
Gets it to Salyers, back to Baker, over to Bowers. They'll reset. Bowers picks up his dribble, gets it to Baker. He drives baseline up, no good. Rebound, Salyers up and in.
A lot of those like that went to the second man rather than the first. Good follow-up.
Miller brings it across, picked up by Bowers. He drives left, pulls up, gets it to Ligon. He's going underneath, up off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Pulls up, knocked away, picks it up again, finally going to get a foul.
I think Adam got away with one earlier underneath the basket, and then reaching around, knocked down, just didn't get away with that one.
That's his third, team's first of the quarter, 6:27 remaining.
17-point lead with 6:27.
Miller to inbound. Long inbound pass to Ligon. He gets it knocked away by Salyers. Cox gets it. Going to get a high screen for Cox. Pulls up, 3-point, no good. Rebound to Guthrie.
Yeah, Adam has the ball completely covered up, and they're grabbing his arms, acting like I didn't foul him. It's like
that'll be on Ligon. That's his third, team's second. Robinette to inbound. Possible long pass here. They get it into Baker. Baker tries to split. Picks up his dribble. Knocked away. That'll go out of bounds on Badger.
Don't try to dribble against that pressure right there. You're not going to do it.
So they'll reset. Robinette to inbound on the sideline, right in the Chillicothe bench. Looks for somebody to throw it in, gets it to Baker. That's who they want to have it. He picks it up, gets it back to Bowers. Miller on him. They're going to jump. Gets it away, back to Baker. Back to Bowers, top of the circle. Inside to Baker, back to Robinette. Trace using some clock. Back to Robinette, over to Baker. Inside, kicks it back out to Robinette.
He traveled, he did.
5:36 remaining, 54-37. Miller picks up the ball.
That's when those guys are rolling it like that. I hustle after him a little bit.
Gets a screen. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Guthrie. He gets it to Bowers.
You go after a
over
guy.
To Robinette. He brings it across.
He's going to lose that.
He gives it to Guthrie, middle of the floor. Salyers back to Robinette. Over to Bowers. Back to Robinette. Over to Salyers. Going to get a foul on Badger.
I'm not too sure. They're not fouling a little bit like that on purpose to with the guys that haven't got fouls.
Well, they got to make things happen. They're going for steals, and that's what you're going to get when you're doing that. Trey's just trying to play keep away. Robinette inbound to Guthrie. Up off, backward layup and in. Reverse layup for Guthrie. 56-37. Miller with the ball, drives left. Picks up his dribble, double team back up to Ligon for three. Straight away, got it.
Timeout. Chillicothe, 16-point lead by Trace.
Full timeout.
56-40.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Allstate Insurance, Brian Pettit. Fayette Financial, 740-239-5229. Columbus Avenue, right behind the Rusty Keg Tavern.
Trace ball after the three by Ligon, who now has 15. Trace just content with not guarding him. 56-40, the freshman's had a really nice ball game here. Robinette to inbound, gets it to Bowers. Double team gets it to Guthrie, up to Salyers. 1-on-2, gets it to Baker. He's fouled.
One more to give. I mean, that's the last one to give. One more and we're at the line.
That was on Ligon. That's his fourth. Bowers to inbound. Screen, gets it back to Baker. No good. And he's gone if that's on Cartier Ligon.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to give it to three.
Okay, I thought they were giving it to 30. It was 3.
Baker at the free throw line.
Nope. A little more arch. Take your time.
Second for Baker,
Yeah,
rolls
that was a
around,
lot
and that
better.
one's good. Cox gets it up to Ligon. Goes inside to Guthrie. Picks up his dribble. Stuck. Gets it out to Badger for three. No good. Rebound to Bowers. Going to get a foul.
Bowers is like, dang, guys, you're grabbing my arms.
That one's on Miller. That's his third, team's fifth. Trace will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here with 4:28 remaining, up 17, 57-40.
17 at the line for 2. Here comes replacements for Chillicothe.
Bowers, first free throw is good. Netter and Hammond enter for Chillicothe. Badger and Miller check out. Off the back of the rim for Bowers. Rebound down to Salyers. Stolen by Ligon. He goes up, blocked by Guthrie. Picked up by Salyers. He gets it to Bowers. Up court to Baker. He holds it up. Cross court to Bowers. Over to Salyers.
Adam hustled back to get to that ball to stop that, I tell you. He was at half court when the guy was coming down with the ball.
Left hand up, no good. Rebound. Adam gets his own miss, and he'll go to the line.
Who's that on? 12 or 20? 12.
That's his first. Adam will go to the line, shoot 2. 4:02 remaining.
Is that Hammond?
Yeah.
Whatever it's in relation to Aaron.
Line drive again from Adam. Second shot. That one bounces around, no good. Fault for bounces around, finally picked up by Cox. He gets it to Stone King. He drives, baseline up off the glass, and good for him.
Another floater. When they get toward Adam, they let go of it about 8 feet away.
Stone King's 4th points of this contest. Baker's done a nice job face guarding him tonight. Inside to Robinette, off the glass, and good. Nice find by Bowers.
Yeah, you can't double team everybody out here and leave. That's going to leave a guy underneath wide
60,
open.
42, 3.5 remaining. Stone King drives. Up off the glass again. He'll get bumped and fouled. Count the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Adams says, I was already standing there and he bounced against me.
That's Adams' 4th foul. Team 2nd of the quarter.
16-point lead at this time. 60 to 44. 3:26. Adam was asking the referee, hey, if I'm just standing there and he jumps against me and bounces, what am I supposed to do?
Stone King good with the free throw. Bowers with it. Gets it to Baker. Back to Bowers. Up to Robinette. They clear the timeline. Back to Bowers. He gets it middle of the court over to Sayers in the corner to Baker. Back to Bowers. Keep away play is in play. Baker back to Sayers. Inside to Guthrie. Back to Sayers. High to Guthrie. Inside to Bowers. Layup off the glass and in.
You keep playing that back and forth, they fall asleep and go.
62-45.
Back up to a 17-point lead.
High screen from Netter.
Should have been a bad screen. 20 just kept moving around the corner. As Sayers tried to go around the screen just moved with him.
Yeah. So that's second on Sayers. Team's 3rd, 62-45. Cox and Hammond check out. Victor Hitchens, a senior, checks in with Miller. That's Hitchens with it, back to Miller. Over to Stone King, long three off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound Miller, three tipped, blocked by Sayers.
Oh,
thrown away by
again.
Robinette to Stone King. He kicks it back out. And that's going to be stolen by Baker. He'll get it to Robinette. Up to Sayers, he throws it away.
We're getting lazy with our passes again. We did a lob pass here. We led that one too far.
Well, the clock's your friend right now. You don't need to throw that up there.
No.
62-45, 2:20 ticking. Stone King to Miller. Miller drives. Short. Rebound.
Adam.
I don't know if you really call it. I don't know if you can count that as a rebound.
Number 3, is that going to be
5
4?
foot short.
Yeah. That's considered a rebound. Because if you shoot your own air ball, you can run in and grab it and put it in because it's considered a rebound.
So Adam will go back to the line. Two for 5 so far this evening. Miller's 4th foul.
And bounces
no
out. Some days he swishes those in, and some days they bounce around.
It's all when he gets arch on it, he's fine. But these tonight have been flat. That one had arch, and it goes right in.
See, I was going to say, that one got arch, but when he's flat, they bounce right out of there.
63-45 at the 2-minute mark. 2-minute warning here in this game. Inside to Badger, passes it to Netter, up off the glass, no good. Tipped back to Badger. He shoots off the glass, no good. Tipped around, rebound Sayers. He gets it to Bowers. Up to Baker.
Got a player hurt.
Yeah, Netter again.
The same ankle, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, we got a new player coming in.
Carter Williams checks in for Chillicothe.
We got a couple of new players coming in.
Connor Napier for the Panthers, Luke Armstrong, and Bryson Yeoman for the Panthers. Miller and Stone King check out for the Cavaliers. Here at 1:50 remaining, Yeoman
with an 18-point lead.
Checks in for Robinette. Back to Napier on top, gets it to Sayers. Hand off to
bad
Yeoman,
pass,
gets
bad
stolen.
pass.
Badger with it, going to go up, off, no good. Rebound Yeoman.
Yeoman acts like he was going to.
He gets it up to Armstrong. He kicks it back out to Sayers, back to Armstrong.
He thought Yeoman was going up to block that, and he didn't. He stayed down. Smart
He gets
play.
it to Napier inside. He backs up, kicks it back out to Armstrong. Over to Robinette. 1:10 on the clock.
We got 2 more
Over to
guys to
Napier.
get out of there to give them their applause.
Over to Robinette. Back to Yeoman. Robinette brings it back top circle. Under 1 minute remaining. Robinette spins. Gets it to Napier. Over to Yeoman. High screen from Salyers.
Under a minute.
Yeoman back up to Salyers.
They need to get Salyers and Robinette
Back
out of
to
there.
Yeoman. Back to Robinette. 32 on the clock. Out of bounds on Trace.
He threw it out of bounds on purpose so they could bring them in. He didn't want to call a timeout because they lose. They come out of there. He wanted them to come off the floor and be announced.
Parsley checks in along with Dane Wilt for Robinette and Sky Salyers.
That was Ben told him throw it out. You see him look at him.
Yeah. Williams drives, kicks up the dribble, gets it to Hitchens. Kicks it back out. 10 seconds remaining. Williams off the glass, no good. Rebound, Parsley. He gets it up to Wilt. And that'll be the ball game. 63-45.
I'm going to go get my camera. You guys.
You going to try to get through there and get it?
I'm going to get my camera. You guys extend it out. Don't.
So Trace will move on. They'll go to Logan
Logan.
at 7 p.m. on the 25th.
Let me Google that here in a second.
Scoring tonight for Chillicothe, Juan Miller
I
with
will.
2. Caden Cox with 13. Andrew Hammond with 2. Cooper Stoneking with 7. 5 of those coming in the fourth quarter late. Cam Badger with 6.
Logan
And
High School is 58 miles away from here.
Carton Ligon led the Chillicothe Cavaliers tonight with 15. For the Panthers, Gage Bowers ended up with 5. Julian Baker with 11. Sky Salyers with 17.
He was hot, man, early.
5 3-pointers on the night. Trey Robinette with 11. He had 2 threes. And Adam Guthrie with 19. 14 of those coming in the second half. 11, huge 11 points in the third quarter.
Make as much noise as you want. All righty. Again, tonight we're doing Roller Haven, Wake Up Wilmington, Allstate Insurance. What are the 2 you know about? BT, I don't want to say it wrong.
BT Directional Drilling.
Okay. And what's the?
And Car Express.
Car Express.
We're going to thank our sponsors tonight.
And Back in Time Flowers and Gifts.
Without them, this isn't possible, especially on these away games.
Right.
And again, we'll be, as long as they'll let us in the building, we'll be following.
You get these advertisers so Rick can give me gas money so I can drive all the way to Logan. If I don't get my oil change, we ain't going in my car. I read all these. He's already done with that.
All right, so we're going to sign off. Goodbye.
Are you done, or are you still going to read some stuff?
So, no, I just want to say Tuesday night, the Panthers will be back in action at Logan against the winner of the Vincent Warren Marietta game, which is happening right now tonight too. They started at 7 at Vincent Warren. So we appreciate everyone who joined us. We want to thank our sponsors again tonight for making this all possible. And we will see you all.
And tomorrow, be at Wilmington Quakers at 1 o'clock, the Wilmington Quakers women, and at 3 o'clock, the men. And we have a player from Miami Trace playing her last game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Be there. Watch it.
Everyone have a great evening. We'll see you Tuesday.